It has almost been 10 years since college football has graced our presence with spring ball coming to an end. We figured here at SGN Hub that we would start our coverage of this most anticipated sports video game and get into what we know and what we don't know about this upcoming title. So please follow us as we continue on the path to the road to glory. Okay, everybody, I am here with my compadre, Quasi91, as we begin our coverage of college football. And let's get all these little minute details out the way. Now, this new EA Sports College Football 24 video game is scheduled to be released July of 2024. That'll be a little bit over a year from now. It's only going to be available on Xbox Series S and the PlayStation 5. So as my boy Quasi always says, sorry Nintendo.
Rip.
And yeah, sorry for all you old gen guys. Now, I guess that the way they're looking at this is by the time this new game's going to be released, the new consoles should be in a majority of people's hands. And usually games get phased out, was it about 4 years, you know, even with Madden, they stopped making it for, you know, the old consoles. So
very interesting. They said this is the last year for Madden on the old consoles anyway. So it's almost like perfect timing.
Yeah, exactly. So like we said, sadly, this means no college football video game for the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One consoles. It would be a crime if we did not kick this thing off by talking about the OG, the originator. And this would be Bill Walsh's college football. Now, I don't know if you got a chance to play this, Quasi.
No, I was 3 years old.
Say it a little bit
a lot
before.
of people don't even know who Bill Walsh is. Like, unfortunately, at least I do. But yeah, no, I was 3 years old.
Yeah, a little bit before your time. Like now, this game launched and it launched in 1993. I don't know how many of you guys out there are even old enough to realize it had 24 teams, 24 historical teams, and I'm going to give you the list of teams that you had to play with.
In a college football game, only 20 teams.
Yeah. Well, no, you didn't. They didn't have the license. Okay. So, but they could do. They had Bill Walsh's license to slap them on the cover. But the teams were Arizona, Boston, College Station, Colorado, Columbus, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Kansas, Miami, Michigan, Nebraska, Provo, Pullman, Raleigh, South Carolina, South Bend, Syracuse, Stanford, State College, Go Penn State, Tallahassee, Tennessee, and Washington were that was a massive amount of teams back in the day, Claus.
It was. I believe you. I believe it. But, oof.
Oh yeah, I can remember just being totally mind blown by like, oh my god, like, you know, all in all 48 teams, and they had and they had the classic teams like if you were playing with Georgia. The running back was number 34, and you just knew that was Herschel Walker. You know,
right.
They didn't say Walker. But, yeah, this game was on the Super NES, the Sega Genesis, and the Sega CD. This is for all you old heads out there. But,
yeah.
And they had two variations. It was an enjoyable game. They came out with the next version. The 95 version of it, they didn't have the bowls, but they did have a playoff system where you could play bowl games. And the bowl games were the Redwood Bowl, the Pecan Bowl. Everybody loves pecan. Pecan ice cream, pecan pie. And they had the Palm Bowl, and we could just go off in a ridiculous direction with that.
We're not going to touch it. Yeah, we're not going to touch it. You get it? The Palm Bowl?
Yeah, don't touch it. And which would lead us naturally into the Maple Bowl. You could make maple out of the Palm Bowl. But
yeah, good old maple.
Yeah, and the game featured like 36 new plays and formations. Had the wing tee, the fear, the wishbone, and also the 4 defense. So I mean, so you never got to play this game at all, Quaz?
Neither one of them. No, I want to say my first introduction to college football probably wasn't until 2001 or 2000. Yeah.
So you don't know about 8-bit console goodness.
Oh no, I do. I played Madden on the with the 8-bit, but I didn't play NCAA.
I tell you what, and here's where this game set the standard for, and we'll get into this a little bit later in the video, where I can remember playing with my buddies, and this was all couch co-op. This is before the internets. And just the ridiculous beatings that we would put on each other. I can remember putting up like 128 points on somebody.
What? That is ridiculous.
Yeah, and it was 100% acceptable. But it was just like the whole atmosphere of it. It didn't have the bells and whistles that the latest iterations of the games would have, the crowd and all that. But it still had that college football feeling. Like I just the hours and hours.
You didn't know any better then. That was the first one.
No,
so this is all new.
No, I didn't know any better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And it's like we're going to be, and you're going to get a lot more of this old time talk as we go on with this, because we're like every time we get any kind of new news nugget, we're going to drop it here for you. But we're also going to time capsule back every now and then to hopefully capture some footage. I'm thinking about trying to go out and get one of these old consoles.
I have one.
No, I'm talking about the old. Like, I'm going to try to get myself a Sega Genesis.
Ooh, okay, we're going to go back.
Yeah, we're going to go back.
The dope thing is what people don't realize is that you were there for the Bill Walsh and the reboot in 2000, but I was there for the beginning of the reboot. So yes. I know exactly how you feel in a way.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, it's a perfect segue. We'll go ahead and we will hop into the newer iterations of NCAA college football.
Let's go.
Okay, now that we've came out of history, let's talk about the new era. And since you're the young lad in the room,
man,
we'll let you talk about pretty much just like your experience, what you know about the newer iterations of this game.
All right, well, since 14 was the last one with the big old boy, go blue.
Heck yeah,
old man in here.
Denard Robinson, let's go.
Yes, sir. Obviously, there's been a whole lot of things that have changed in the sporting world. So I'm gonna hit you with the biggest confirmed mode so far, and there's 2 more after this. So stay tuned, boys. Ultimate Team. That's right. Ultimate Team is coming to the league. There was never really any doubt with that, especially with the NIL license and everything like that. That they can own the player rights to be able to have their faces, cards, etc., and do that. So we're gonna get Ultimate Team for the first time in college football. How do we feel about that?
I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good for the game. It's gonna make money for the game. So, anywho, number 2 is these last 2 are fan favorites. They had to be in the game. Dynasty mode has always been one of, if not the most popular mode in NCAA football. EA Sports have confirmed, along with Ultimate Team, they're going to push as hard as ever for Dynasty mode. You know, starting a team from low divisions and bring them all the way up to Division 1 or high division, whichever way your brain looks at it. Yeah. Yep. And we don't know the limit or how far the capacity, but it's been titillated that you can go 60 years into the future in 24.
Which would be awesome. Be awesome.
It would.
Yeah, the one big hang up and that people seem to be a little bit worried about is that the game's going to be built off of the same engine that Madden uses.
Yeah.
Which would be the Frostbite. Yeah. And like what they've been working on this game for, like I said, 4 years. I really don't see a problem with it because what's always been the hook with the college football games was more of the atmosphere. I think people were more willing to overlook the minor like flaws in the game because a little bit of it was copy and paste from Madden, but like the environment, man.
The mascots, the student section, the chants, the marching band, all of it, the whole thing as a package. Like I can't get the same experience that I play Madden that I play college. I get way more excited when I play college compared to Madden. It's just how it is. Like college football has that excitement factor that the pros can't have.
And it comes down to the diversity of play calling.
Oh my God,
the number of plays and formations that you can come out with, the ability to run a true option, triple options, wishbones, veers, wing tees. You name it. Quarterback follows. It's all there, and the high scores.
Oh yeah, no hold bars.
oh yeah, I just love it. I just love it, and I think that's what has everybody so excited for this. Yeah, there's other games coming out. We always talk about Madden. People are excited about Maximum Football, but this game, like no other, honestly, like no other, just kind of like takes over people's souls.
100%. I listen. Before I get to this last confirmed mode, which I'm sure everybody can tell what it is, there is going to be a cascade of overtaking that this game is going to do. Madden's going to be fine. Maximum Football is going to be fine. But me and you both said last night while working on this stuff in the background for this video is that college football is about to be the main thing for a little bit, at least for a month or so, from July next year. So I'm ready.
Yeah, and we know that it's going to. At least we think we know that it's going to come out in July. There's been tweets, the confirming this, and usually the game always releases in July. Look at the past, I'd say 10 releases. All of them been within the range of July 9th to July 15th. The game has been released from College Football 05 to College Football 14.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
and let's put this out here. This is not. Just Quasi kind of hit on this a little bit ago. I don't see this as a competition thing between Maximum Football and Madden and college football. I honestly think that there's space in the gaming world for all three of these games to shine, because they all offer something a little bit different. For this first time in a long time that we're going to have this choice. In 2024, you are going to have the ability to play 3 separate football games for 3 separate, totally different experiences.
Say that one more time.
You are going to have 3 separate football titles that offer 3 totally different and unique experiences.
Do you know, young rabbits, that there was once a time where we had more than 3?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. You're finally going to get to experience it. Because you got to think, Jay, before I get to this last mode, that there's been a whole generation of gamers that has played nothing but Madden.
Yeah.
Nothing but. Yeah. And that's sad. Not to poop on Madden, because no. But that's just sad. Yeah. But I'm gonna say this last mode, and I only need to call the title is Road to Glory.
Woo!
Road to Glory. That's what I'm gonna be spending. If I'm not in Dynasty, and I'm not in Connected, which we're gonna get into that very soon. Road to Glory.
No.
Come on. I don't need to describe what it is. We all know what it is. It's career mode with yourself. It's your character. And the best part is, it's not confirmed, basically confirmed, is that you get to carry you used to be able to carry your character over to Madden, which I'm pretty sure that's coming back.
Yeah, that's one. That will 100. This game is not only good for us in the gaming community, it's also good for Madden. It's good for franchises, and before we bring this thing to a close, we hope that they have some type of connected Dynasty franchise mode, which I'm almost positive that they will, as information rolls out about this game. Because believe me, for the next year, we're going to have our eyes on this game, and any information that we can dig up and find or get from a source or even a rumor source, we're going to bring it to you.
100%. 100%.
So, you think we should close the door on this thing?
That's it, man. I think we done give these people all the information they can have right now.
Just so. Until next time, this has been Smoking Jay, Quasi91. And before I get out, please don't forget to like. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It helps us out a lot as we try to get this content out to you. But until, 2K. Yeah, but until then, we will see you either on the field or in the ring.